previous videos, we looked at how carboxylic acid derivatives are synthesized in the laboratory, the various reagents that are added to carboxylic acids to produce the individual derivatives. Today, our focus is going to be on the various reactions that acyl chlorides undergo. So as we discussed earlier, acyl chlorides are synthesized by a reaction between carboxylic acid and thionyl chloride. This reagent is called thionyl chloride, and when we react this reagent with carboxylic acid, you produce acyl chloride. This acyl chloride is very reactive, and in fact, it is the most reactive of all the carboxylic acid derivatives. So it undergoes several reactions without even conditions. So today, we are going to look at various reactions that acyl chlorides undergo. The first one is hydrolysis of acyl chlorides. When you hydrolyze acyl chlorides, you tend to produce the carboxylic acid that came together with the thionyl chloride to synthesize the acyl chloride. That is to say, hydrolysis of acyl chlorides is a reverse reaction of acyl chloride synthesis. So when you add water to acyl chlorides, you are going to generate carboxylic acids. That is hydrolysis. That's the first reaction that acyl chlorides undergo. The next reaction is esterification reaction. When you add an alcohol, there's an alcohol to an acyl chloride, it also undergoes a nucleophilic addition elimination reaction to produce an ester. So acyl chloride basically also undergoes a esterification reaction with an alcohol to produce an ester. The next reaction is the reaction of acyl chlorides with an ammonia. When acyl chlorides react with an ammonia, it tends to produce an imide. So this reaction basically is also undergo a nucleophilic addition elimination reaction, where one of these hydrogen is subtracted by this chlorine to form Acyl. Then this one replaces the Cl to form an imide. The next reaction is the reaction between acyl chlorides and an amine. This reaction is just synonymous to the ammonia. So here too, there is an abstraction of one proton from here by this chlorine to produce an imide. Here to produce an imide. But the reaction between an amine and acyl chlorides produces an acyl substituted imide. Unlike that of ammonia, where the nitrogen gets substituted with hydrogens. But here, you get acyl groups being substituent on the imide. This reaction basically occurs in a pyridine. So pyridine is a solvent in which this reaction undergoes. It is quite of basic, so it tends to neutralize the HCl which we produce after the reaction. The next reaction of acyl chlorides is the reaction between acyl chlorides and thiol. This SH group, sulfur hydrogen group, is called a thiol group. So this functionality is a thiol. And when a thiol reacts with acyl chlorides in a pyridine, it also produces a derivative we call thioester. So this one too occurs in a pyridine because this hydrogen forms an HCl with a chlorine which will form an acidic medium. Thereby this pyridine will neutralize the Cl to produce a neutral solution. The next reaction of acyl chloride is that of acyl chlorides between an acyl chloride and a carboxylate ion. As we looked at earlier, if you want to generate a carboxylate ion, you react a carboxylic acid with a base, say sodium hydroxide, you are going to generate a carboxylate ion. and the carboxylate ion reacts with acyl chloride to produce an acid anhydride. An anhydride, which is also a derivative of carboxylic acid. So a reaction between acyl chloride and the carboxylate ion generates an anhydride. The final reaction under this study of an acyl chloride is a reaction we call Frederick-Kraft acylation. When we have a benzene ring in the presence of aluminum chloride catalyst and you add an acyl chloride to it, you are going to acylate the benzene ring. You add the acyl portion of the acyl chloride to the benzene ring. So you get something like this. Let's say here we have been R. This catalyst tends to abstract this chlorine. Then this carbon will react the benzene to form an acylated benzene or an acyl benzene. This reaction is called Frederick-Kraft acylation. So basically these are the major reactions that acyl chlorides undergo. Kindly like and subscribe to the channel so that you keep updated on any video that we drop. Thanks for watching.